The myth of the 5 a.m. life. Okay, hear me out for a second. You don't need to wake up at 5 a.m. to fix your life. But seriously, if waking up at 5 a.m. was the secret to success, half the world would already be millionaires, and the other half would be zombies. And trust me, I tried it. I really did. I bought into the whole idea. Wake up at 5 a.m., cold shower, grind, hustle, conquer life. I genuinely thought that if I could just wake up early enough, everything would magically fall into place. So I set my alarm for 5 a.m. The first morning, alarm rings, I open one eye, and immediately hit snooze. 5 minutes later, snooze. 10 minutes later, snooze again. Before I knew it, it was 7 a.m. And just like that, the day already felt ruined. I'd get out of bed feeling guilty, like I failed before the day even started. And that guilt, it followed me everywhere. At school, I couldn't focus. At home, I procrastinated even more. And in my head, this annoying thought kept looping. Why can't I be disciplined like everyone else? You know that feeling, right? You watch these super productive people online. They're waking up before sunrise, journaling, working out, reading books, building businesses, all before breakfast. Meanwhile, you're just trying to survive the day without feeling exhausted. And the worst part? You start thinking the problem is you, not the system, not the unrealistic expectations, not the fact that you're already tired, stressed, and overloaded. No, you think you're just lazy, undisciplined, broken somehow. That was me. Every night I'd promise myself, tomorrow I'll wake up early, tomorrow I'll do better. And every morning, same result. Snooze, stress, guilt. It wasn't that I didn't want to improve my life. I did, desperately. But the harder I tried to force big changes, the more my brain pushed back. And here's something nobody really tells you. Your brain hates extreme changes. It doesn't care about motivation quotes. It doesn't care about hustle culture. It just wants safety, comfort, and survival. So when you suddenly tell it, hey, we're waking up 2 hours earlier now, your brain basically goes, nope, absolutely not. And when that happens, you don't feel inspired, you feel tired, overwhelmed, and stuck. That's when procrastination kicks in. Not because you're lazy, but because your brain is exhausted from fighting changes it never agreed to. This is the part where most people quit. They decide morning routines aren't for me. Productivity doesn't work. I'll just deal with life as it is. And honestly, I was almost there too. But then something interesting happened. One day, after another failed 5 a.m. attempt, I didn't feel motivated. I didn't feel inspired. I just felt tired of feeling guilty. So instead of trying to change everything, I asked myself a different question. What's the smallest change I could make that wouldn't scare my brain? Not something impressive, not something Instagram-worthy, just something doable. And that's when I noticed something really obvious but really powerful. I already had a wake-up time, let's say 7 a.m. So instead of jumping to 5 a.m. like some productivity superhero, what if I just woke up at 6:70, 10 minutes earlier? That's it. No drastic lifestyle overhaul, no pressure, no heroic transformation montage, just 10 minutes. At first, it felt almost silly. I mean, what's 10 minutes going to change, right? But here's the thing. My brain didn't panic. It didn't resist. It didn't feel threatened. 10 minutes felt harmless. And that's when it hit me. Maybe the problem was never about waking up early. Maybe the real problem was trying to change my life in giant, painful jumps instead of small, quiet steps. Stickman takes a cautious step forward. I didn't know it yet, but that tiny decision was about to start a ripple effect that completely changed how my mornings felt, and eventually how my entire life felt. But before I tell you what happened next, you need to understand why those 10 minutes mattered so much, and that's where things get really interesting. So here's where things started to get weird, in a good way. I set my alarm for 10 minutes earlier than usual. Not 5 a.m., not some heroic life-changing hour, just 10 minutes. And the next morning, the alarm rang and I actually woke up. No panic, no anger, no dramatic internal screaming. I didn't feel like I was being robbed of sleep. I didn't feel like life was attacking me before sunrise. It just felt normal. And that's when I realized something important. Your brain doesn't resist small changes. All right, this is the part where most people overcomplicate things, so let's not do that. You're awake, you've gained 10 extra minutes. This is not the time to build a perfect morning routine. This is the time to protect one simple rule, and that rule is do not scroll. Seriously, this one habit will either make this whole thing work or kill it instantly. Stickman wakes up, reaches for phone, dramatic red nope sign appears. Because the moment you open social media, your brain gets hijacked. Notifications, comparison, bad news, random drama you didn't ask for. And just like that, your calm morning is gone. Those 10 minutes were never meant for consumption. They're meant for direction. So here's what actually works. You only do one small intentional thing. Just one. Not all of these. Not a checklist. One. Option 1. Light movement 2 to 3 minutes. You don't need a workout. No push-ups, no sweating, no motivational music. Just stretch, roll your shoulders, touch your toes, take a few deep breaths. Tells your brain, hey, we're awake now. Blood flows, fog lifts, energy rises, naturally. Option 2, write one priority. Not a to-do list, not 5 goals, one thing. Grab a notebook or even a sticky note and write, if I finish this today, the day is a win. That's it. This does something powerful. Instead of your day feeling like chaos, it suddenly has a center, and your brain loves clarity. Option 3, stillness plus water. This one surprised me the most. Sit, drink water, breathe slowly. No music, no phone, just exist. Sounds boring, but it's insanely grounding. Your nervous system relaxes, your stress levels drop before the day even starts. And here's the crazy part. Any one of these works because the goal isn't productivity, the goal is ownership. Now let me tell you about the morning everything clicked. One random school day. I woke up 10 minutes earlier, stretched for a minute, wrote down my main task. Normally, I'd scroll Instagram for an hour, panic about homework, and rush. But that day, I sat down and started the task immediately. No forcing, no trying hard. And before breakfast, it was done. I just stared at the screen like, wait, what? The weirdest part, I had more energy than usual. Not because I slept more, but because I didn't waste mental energy deciding what to do. Those 10 minutes removed friction, and once that happened, momentum took over. But let me save you from a few mistakes because this habit is fragile in the beginning. Things that will kill this habit. 1. Perfectionism. You don't need to do this every day perfectly. Miss one morning? Cool. Continue tomorrow. Stickman trips, then calmly stands back up. 2. Ignoring sleep. This isn't about sleeping less. If possible, go to bed 10 minutes earlier. This is a shift, not a sacrifice. 3. Making it bigger than it is. The moment you turn this into a full routine, your brain will resist again. Keep it small, keep it easy, because when something feels easy, you actually do it, and that's when something sneaky happens. Those 10 minutes stop feeling like effort. They start feeling like yours. And once something feels yours, you protect it. After a few days, I wasn't waking up earlier because I had to. I wanted to, because that tiny pocket of calm felt better than snoozing. But the biggest shift didn't happen overnight. It happened after about 2 weeks, and that's when I realized something way deeper was changing. Not just my mornings, but how I handled life. After about 2 weeks, something strange happened. Not dramatic, not cinematic, just noticeable. I wasn't jumping out of bed like a motivational speaker. I wasn't suddenly a productivity machine, but I felt different. I realized I wasn't rushing anymore. My mornings felt quieter, calmer, less chaotic, and that calm didn't stay in the morning. It followed me through the day. Here's the best way I can explain it. Before, my day controlled me. Now, I had a say in it. Those 10 minutes became an anchor. No matter how messy school was, no matter how many assignments piled up, no matter how noisy life got, I had already started my day on my terms. And that changes how you react to everything. Emails felt less stressful, deadlines felt more manageable, mistakes didn't spiral into panic, Stickman dodging flying notifications calmly. I wasn't constantly reacting anymore, I was responding, and that's a huge difference. Because when you're always reacting, you feel behind. When you're responding, you feel in control. And control does something powerful to your confidence. Not fake confidence, not hype, quiet confidence. So yeah, let's level up quietly. You've got this. And hey, if this helped you, hit the like button and subscribe. I've got more tiny tweaks like this, simple, doable, and real. And drop a comment below. What's your 10-minute win going to be tomorrow? I'll see you in the next one.